Beh, ci siamo. Sì, dovremmo esserci. Dovremmo essere in live. Sì. Salute a tutti, benvenuti in questa nuova giocata in live. Sembra episodio 4, non gioco da forse una settimana. Non ricordo neanche come si corre in questo momento. Sono a livello 7, ancora non nel ramo dei talenti. Che dovevo fare? Dovevo tornare alla professoressa Ecate. Avevo combattuto con questi tizi. Qua in allenamento. Si lanciavano le botte. Poi avevo il menu. Così si scegliono l'incantesime.
Revelio.
Revedio, protego. Così si corre. Ah bene, mi ricordo come si corre. Grasso che cola. Menu. E vediamo che cosa accidenti dovevo fare. Dovevo imparare incendio, bellissimo. Poi c'erano da scoprire i segreti della, della sezione proibita. E poi c'erano... Va bene, una cosa alla volta. Incendiamo. Quanto è lontano sto posto? Mappa. E chi sto zoom? E più non si zooma. Non è che si capisca immediatamente. Cioè, c'era scritto lì che era la stanza della professoressa Ecate e allora eccetera, però insomma avrei voluto una
Handy resource indeed,
maggiore
your field
libertà.
guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Una maggiore libertà, dicevo, nella telecamera. E si salta, in questo gioco si salta e si nuota
I trust Mr.
e
Brattleby
si
was able
schiva.
to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
Why
I finished all
indeed,
of the tasks
Professor?
you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant.
A
Your
fickle servant.
spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin.
Ah.
And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Let's focus
Concentrate
on the proper
and keep
hand
your
movement.
wand steady.
Ovviamente abbiamo disegnato una sorta di triangolo con la punta in alto, che da sempre è il simbolo del fuoco.
Good work.
Ok. Allora, almeno mi ha detto che ho delle ricompense non raccolte in questo menu. Tutto molto bello. Dove accidenti le trovo ste cose? Abbiamo problemi con l'audio? Va bene. Evidentemente lo sbloccate in un negozio. Qua nel menu, gli oggetti, non ce li ho.
Incendio. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Levioso. Incendio.
Bene, facciamo la main quest. Sembra grandina la mappa di gioco, mamma mia. Ah, c'è ancora continua. E che cosa è? E che hanno messo tutta la Scozia? Mamma mia.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Parliamo con Sebastian. Andiamo da Bastiano.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Revelio. Levioso.
Ah. Ma dai! Cioè, puoi fare violenza sugli animali, ma no! Ma non si fa così.
Levioso. Incendio.
Vabbè, ho scherzosamente dato fuoco al gatto, però insomma...
Sebastian, there you
Bastian.
are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after patrol attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
E a te lo vengo a dire, un serpeverde.
Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist.
Peeves.
Aside from wanton
Peeves.
destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Oh, roba seria. Cantesimi seri.
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well.
Chi me l'ha detto? Chi mi ha visto? Nessuno mi ha visto. Vediamo se riesco a prendere quella benedetta pagina. Vabbè. Vabbè, la prenderò un'altra volta.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Hello, Homora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? The library's closed until morning.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Mi ricordo il primo Harry Potter dei tempi della PlayStation 1. C'erano pure lì queste sezioni. Pseudo stealth, diciamo, cioè non è Metal Gear, non è Splinter Cell.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Ok. Mamma mia.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
Silent. So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts.
Oh.
Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
Revelio.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Mannaia.
Sebastian Cello and his new little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go.
Ah.
Good luck in your search.
Cioè, domiamo un lupo
Where's
qua,
that
non
damned
non si
poltergeist
più
got to?
niente. Altro poco. Ecco,
I know
ecco.
just the spell to repair this armor.
Allora, eccoci qua. Che si doveva fare? Mandabuco. Dov'è il reparo?
Reparo. Revelio.
Oh oh, 10 di difesa. E li preferisco pure. Più simili a quelli che uso adesso. Che avevo qua? Ma che altro c'era? Ah, ecco com'è sta storia. Change appearance option in the gear menu. Andiamo su gear. Dov'è l'opzione? Change appearance. Oh, corvo nero prima della classe, ci siamo. Decisamente questo è quello più interessante. A un certo poi uno copre tutto, però insomma, vabbè, ci siamo. Beh, per ora c'è questo. Non credo proprio. No. Sembrano... non lo so. Un po' troppo magari. Beh. Sì, interessanti. Ok, adesso ci siamo. Che altro c'è qua? Non ho cappelli. Oh, oh, interessante. Vabbè, salvo intanto perché mi pare di non salvare mai. E andiamo.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this run. That's it!
Revelio.
Carina. Non c'entra niente con quel... Com'è? Leggendaria. Buono. Però non c'entra niente con quello che sto indossando. Certo potrebbe dire... Uno potrebbe dire... Vediamo un po'. Nah, c'entra proprio niente.
Where might this lead?
Che cos'è? L'Ateneo. Eteneum.
Revelio.
Revelio. Not surprising. Cards at the ready.
Che fu?
Incendio. Incendio.
Ok, dopo 10 colpi power up.
Revelio.
E qua che c'è? Niente. Absidi vuoti. E chi l'ha progettata sta cosa? Oh yeah, baby. Ah, no. Bello, molto bello.
Accio. Revelio.
Come lo prendo quel coso? L'altro lato. Ah, come? Dove sono finito? Che è successo? Così sto tornando indietro. Quello che è? Lo so scordato sto coso. Mi ero sperduto un cappello. Un cappello che ti dà la difesa altissima. Ed ero completamente perso. Guardate, ho fatto il combattimento senza il cappello che mi dava la difesa, fantastico. Ed era semplicemente a destra. Per la serie ciecato. Stavolta non mi hanno fregato. Ok, tutto molto interessante. Là come ci arrivo? C'è una roba.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Lumos.
Ah, l'avevo vista sta cosa. No, Dovevo correre e saltare. Invece ho solo saltato. Ma questi mi danno 10 di difesa, questi mi danno 9. Sono la stessa cosa, solo che uno mi dà uno di più. Boh, roba da vendere, chissà, chissà.
Revelio.
Il mio incantesimo preferito,
This must be the
Revelio.
way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Questa è meno difesa, ma si può mettere un tratto di primo livello, roba più avanti. E perché non li posso mettere? Livello 8. Livello 8.
Revelio.
Ah, mo ci sono le botte. Sono botte forti.
Protego. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Protego. Incendio.
Oh, m'ha preso.
Protego. Incendio. Revelio.
It is a book after all.
Certo che è un libro. Un libro di magia. E se no che era? questi sono i fondatori, sono i fondatori di Hogwarts. Scilla Corvonero, Godric Gryffondor e Salazar Erfeverde. Ah, ma Tosca è un nome maschile, quello era un uomo. Io ho sempre creduto che c'erano 2 fondatori e 2 fondatrici. Che cacchio! E le
You
scopro così
wanted
le
to see
cose.
me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora
Ecco, no, non sono i
Morganach,
fondatori.
welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Grande potere va dato all'elite, niente al popolo.
Sebastian.
Vabbè, non sono, è un gioco, non va interpretato. Però poi...
Sneaking in the restricted
Ah, si è
section
fatto
again.
beccare.
I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Va bene. Punti fiducia per Sebastian. Facciamoci subito. E non sto traccando niente, andiamo, vediamo un po' le quest. Punti interrogativi. Usciamo da qua prima che ci facciano... prima che ci tolgano punti. Che è sta roba? Wait the che?
Revelio.
Che ho preso? Vabbè, un'altra cosa.
Incendio.
Nuovo giorno.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Outstanding. Non capisco la seconda riga, che accidenti è? Exceed expectation, acceptable, poor, dreadful e troll. Sono i voti. Sono i voti. Perché li hanno scritti così, tipo strani, mezzi specchiati, boh. E qua abbiamo una spirale. Non li riconosco per bene, ma sembrano... Questi qui sembrano i simboli dei pianeti. Ma non credo. Oh. Sa che è sta roba.
Revelio.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Aia.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
Quale bestia, toglie le strappa le pagine. Mamma mia.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Ci siamo, tutto in stile 7° chakra. Salviamo.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle. Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
ben interessante. Hamlets.
Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio!
Vediamo un po' che c'è da fare. Incontrarmi con l'amica Natti. C'è la classe di erbologia. Expelliarmus.
Coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Excellent form.
Accio! Incendio!
That's it.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
Sebastian, che mi ha
We can
salvato
make this a real
il
victory.
fondo schiena.
That's the spirit.
Oh, there goes my wager.
Incendio.
You're better than that!
Mamma mia.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Understandable. But don't take too long. We'll be waiting.
Ora voglio vedere. Ah, volevo vedere proprio questo. Potevo usare questa quest per soddisfare le condizioni per imparare
Hello, Lucan.
Expelliarmus.
Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Look who's back. Ready to redeem you?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's...
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Accidenti. Chi è? Accidenti.
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very...
Incendio.
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready.
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
That's all you've got?
Incendio.
Ringo.
Incendio.
Love you. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Protego! Incendio!
There goes my wager.
Incendio! Protego!
Hanno salato.
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Quieter than a cat.
Fringo! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Bingo!
Act like a winner.
Incendio!
I'm the one.
Incendio!
What to do? What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Yes.
Molto più sportivo. Ottimo, si può imparare Expelliarmus.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Leviosa! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day. Still at it, I see.
Leviosa! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Allora, scusate. Se lancio Levioso, che ha l'icona gialla, l'effetto è viola. Se lancio Accio, che ha l'icona viola, l'effetto è giallo. No, vabbè, ma ho problemi io, perché sono io che non capisco. Sicuramente qua complementarietà cromatica è questo. Lancio incendio, ovviamente rosso convulso non può essere verde. Expelliarmus è di nuovo giallo. No, vabbè. Boh. Non so che dire, boh. Solo boh posso dire.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
Dove è finita la telecamera? Fuori dal vetro.
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House, like you. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds horrible.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Cioè questa qua ha fatto qualche casino con qualche incantesimo cronico. Qualche roba con le giratempo. Dio solo sa cosa. Interessante. Interessante. Adesso che si fa? Questo. Cerchiamo sta roba.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Sempre preferito le quest secondarie.
Revelio.
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Questa abbiamo trovato. Questo effetto grafico non è granché.
Revelio.
Questa sembra 15, 23 è una strana, una capra con i tentacoli, col muso con i tentacoli, va bene. Voglio dire, questa è un'idra, questo è un ragno. Dio solo sa questo, salamandra. Ok. Dovrebbe essere un gufo. Serpente a 3 teste. Unicorno. Boh e boh. Va bene. Ci abbiamo sto boh. Chissà che sono sti cosi.
Revelio.
Vediamo st'altra gobstone. Poteva andarmi così, a fortuna. Ora 15 e 23. 23 meno 15 fa 8. Ah, ok, questo è quello secondario. E qui abbiamo 19. Quello lo potremmo chiamare 4. E quest'altro 10. Quindi 4 e 10, 14. Manca un 5. Potrebbe essere quello. Vediamo un po' se c'è. No, proprio non ho capito. Non ho capito. Se si contasse dall'altro lato invece, quello sarebbe un 1 e quello 3, 6, 7. 1 e 7, 8. Quindi lì ci sarebbe un 11. 3, 6, 9, 10. Non può essere un 11. Allora, va bene. A un attento esame questo è uno 0, questo è un 1 come l'unicorno, questo è un 2 perché ha 2 corna, questo ha 3 teste e quindi è 3. Dio solo sa per quale motivo questo è un 4, poi lo si capirà. Questo ha 5 zampe, è un 5. Questo ha 4 arti, una coda e una testa, diciamo che è un 6. Dio solo sa perché questo è un 7. 8 come le zampe del ragno. Anche se non le hanno disegnate tutte, e diciamo che qua è una idra a 9 teste. Quante sono? 3, 6, 9, 9 teste. E allora avremmo questo che è 3 e questo che è 9, quindi 12. Mi manca il 7 e il 7 è questo. E qua ci siamo. Mentre questo 15 e 23 mi serve l'8 che è il ragno. Vediamo se ho capito. Non ho capito. Dai, sembrava avere molto senso, scusate. Questo è un 3. Questo è un 9, 3, 9, 12. Quindi 7. No, no. Sì, è questo 7, no? 3, 6, 7. Su lui.
Incendio!
Va bene. Ci arriverò più avanti.
Revelio!
Vediamo dove sono queste gobstone. Non le vedo proprio. Sono ancora più sopra.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio!
Eccola là.
Revelio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio!
Calice di fuoco. Il calice del fuoco è dal XIII secolo, signori. Eccola là. E ci siamo. Non lo so, questa animazione non ha alcuna, come dire, solidità. Ma che accidenti è sta cosa? Quindici. Ah, certo, ho sbagliato questo, perché ho fatto 8, mi sono dimenticato che questo è 2. Ecco che avevo sbagliato. 15 e 2, 17. Ok. questo è uno.
Revelio.
È la Peppa. Ah, carino. Carino, carino stai. Bisogna un attimo... aggiustarlo, però insomma, ecco, ci siamo.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
A metà. Tanto facciamo un giro ad Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Vai a vedere dove hanno messi queste cose. Ah. Ai ai ai.
Revelio.
Eccola là.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
E ci siamo.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Revelio.
La madre di Natti, la professoressa. Una stella a 7 punte. Intorno a una stella a 5 punte. L'occhio nel triangolo, che non è il simbolo degli Illuminati, è uno dei simboli usati dagli Illuminati. Diciamolo. Poi uno vede sta roba, pensa che è un'invenzione degli Illuminati, ma così non è. Se ne sono appropriati.
I'd
Non c'è
better
la
keep an
discesa
eye on high
veloce.
places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Ah,
Accio.
ne manca una.
You can't imagine how inconvenient Rama was before I made this blue panda.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Vediamo l'ultima, è quella. È quella.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Andiamo a Zenobia.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Ci dovrò andare a piedi. Quando è che è diventata sera?
There's something in there. I just...
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm
Balmy.
potty. But it's
Potty.
this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something. Waiting that solves the
Lumos.
mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting.
Ancora
What's
te
so
grazie.
special about it?
Revelio.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have...
Revelio. Accio.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Il dittano, o il dittamo.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Radice di mandragola.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
La professoressa Aglio.
First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomp. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Hai capito?
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
And those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Possibly my hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships.
orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident.
Professor Black would never...
Revelio.
Which he is.
Revelio.
Defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard. Good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
You Weasley scoundrel!
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
E vediamo sto disgraziato fare le sue follie.
A well-prepared witch or wizard.
Revelio.
Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Proficiency in potions are two things that
Revelio.
cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Fatti affidare di un Weasley a pozioni.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Ho fatto tutto. E la Peppa, andiamo lontano. Allora, io sposto il cursore in basso, ma la telecamera è tutta un'altra cosa. Sta roba non l'avevo mai vissuta. Tutta una vita da videogiocatore, certe cose veramente proprio non lo so, io veramente... questi sono problemi di porting, se vogliamo essere... Ma poi non la posso ruotare, cioè questa cosa mi manda... Vabbè, facciamo tutto a piedi, via.
handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Ma che è successo qua?
Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio.
Levioso. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Eight legs is simply too many.
Incendio.
I should investigate.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Lo sapevo. Lo sentivo. Ma dovevo farlo comunque. Perché se no non lo scoprivo. Ah, è che in alcuni punti non ti fa cadere. No, 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 mannaia. È sempre più notte.
Revelio. Levioso.
Che roba.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Accidenti.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio. Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. Hope to see you again sometime.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Vigor! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Revelio.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Revelio.
If you're here for my wares,
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You can do it. I could do this all day.
Expelliarmus. You will be Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
È diventato un
I watched the
pollo.
light go out of your eyes.
Tiger! Expulso!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Expelliarmus. Tell Rookwood to find me himself. Expelliarmus. You're going to regret that.
just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
E ancora non sono a livello 11. E quanto mi manca?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Sto cercando di ricordare se nei libri c'erano dei personaggi palesemente non eterosessuali. Ma non mi pare proprio. Boh, sono io un complottista evidentemente che vedo la teoria del walk ovunque ormai.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Ma Merlino, un serpeverde, sono molto critico della cosa. Cioè, Merlino, un serpeverde. L'avrei fatto corvo nero o tasso rosso. Merlino, un serpeverde. Va, diciamo per l'ambizione, va. Secondo me la Rowling si è rovinata da sola nel fare tutti i serpeverde così profondamente negativi o ambigui, piuttosto che palesemente ambiziosi. Ma poi l'ambizione è definita come questa cosa così palesemente legata a una sorta di egocentrismo, di egoismo nei libri. Quando poi ovviamente, insomma, nella realtà delle cose, nella realtà quotidiana di tutti i giorni, l'ambizione è una formulazione dell'intento personale. Sicuramente l'ambizione può nascere come una reazione egoica, però insomma nei libri è definita proprio come non come una virtù, ma proprio come un tratto del carattere prevalentemente negativo. Sono molto più per l'ambizione, per come è descritta in One Piece, cioè qualcosa che ti spinge a vivere la vita in modo avventuroso, che ti dà, che si concretizza in un sogno, uno strumento per poi raggiungere i sogni da un altro punto di vista. Bah, comunque, va bene.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Reparo! Levioso!
And pie.
Incendio! The flames make the pyre simmer.
Soppire che prima ha funzionato la mira. Oh, il 4 di bastoni.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Non vedevo l'ora. Mamma mia, ma è orrenda. Ma che è? Scusate, questi non hanno gli scudi, ma sono andati a scuola. Scusa.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
E ha fatto puff.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a
Astrolabio.
handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Va bene, ho giocato pure troppo. Che dire? Grazie a tutti per l'attenzione, miei cari spettatori, vi auguro il meglio e solo il meglio e ci vediamo alla prossima partita. Ciao!